So I would say today's word is life, or let's say prayer. And now let me ask you something. You can definitely show me with a raise of your hands. How many of you pray every morning? I do it. Okay. Yeah, Usha, he does it. I know. And maybe you visit a temple, light a diya, fold your hands before exams. Students do it all the time. They all of a sudden get religious. And maybe you whisper a quick, please God, before an important meeting or a difficult conversation. Maybe you don't pray at all, but you hope, you wish, you send good vibes into the universe. And now let me ask you something else. After you finish praying, after you blow out the candle, after you close your eyes and say, Amen or Tathastu, what happens next? Do you walk out and complain about traffic? Or do you gossip about a colleague? Or do you scroll through Instagram judging people's lives? Or do you snap at your family? Here's the truth nobody talks about. The way you live after you pray matters more than the prayer itself. So today we're exploring something that will completely shift how you see yourself, your actions, and your entire existence. So let me introduce you to this idea. Your life is your prayer. And here's what most of us get wrong about the prayer. We think it's something we do, a ritual, a special moment, something separate from the rest of the life. We think, okay, I've prayed, check, now back to regular life. But what if I told you there's no such thing as regular life? What if every single thing you do, every word you speak, every thought you think, every action you take is sending energy out into the universe? Every action, thought, and word is a prayer. So let me just paint a picture. A student wakes up, goes to the puja room, prays for good marks, touches their parents' feet. Beautiful, right? But then they go to school and cheat on a test. They pray for honesty, but live dishonesty. So which prayer is the universe receiving? Or think about someone who lights incense every morning, asks for peace and prosperity, and then spends the entire day stressed, anxious, spreading negativity in every WhatsApp group they are in. And they are praying for peace with their words, but chaos with their energy. So the universe doesn't just hear what you say, it feels what you are. And prayer is not just what you say, it's how you walk, breathe, and live. It's in the way you treat the auto driver. It's the tone you use with your mother. It's in whether you choose patience or irritation when the Wi Fi stops working during an important call. Every moment you are broadcasting a signal. And life responds to that signal, not the 5 minutes you spent with your eyes closed. So, what does it actually mean to make your life a prayer? It means this: gratitude, integrity, and kindness become your way of being. Not occasionally, not when it's convenient, not when people are watching, always. So, let me give you an example. There's a teenager who wants to be respected, to be valued, to be seen as mature. Our kids also feel, the teenage kids feel the same way. So, what do? They pray for it. They hope people will notice them. But then They gossip about friends, they lie to their parents, they post things online for validation. And now imagine instead that same teenager decides, I want to be respect. So they start keeping their word. They show up on time. They speak with kindness even when they are angry. And they protect people's secrets instead of using them as currency. They don't just ask for respect, they become it. And that's a living prayer. Or think about a professional who desperately wants success, recognition, more money. They go to temples, they do havans, they ask for blessings. But at work, they cut corners, they take credit for others' ideas, they operate from scarcity and competition. So now flip it. Imagine they decide, I want to be abundance. So they start celebrating others' wins. They do excellent work even when no one's watching. They give generously, whether it's time, knowledge, or praise. So instead of asking, they become what they seek. And here's where it gets beautiful. When you stop begging the universe and start embodying what you desire, everything shifts. You want love? Stop demanding it. Start being loving to yourself, to strangers, to the person who cut you off in traffic. And you want peace? Stop chasing it externally. Start creating it internally in your responses, your choices, your presence. And if you want success, stop obsessing over outcomes. Start showing up with excellence, integrity, and devotion to your craft. So when your life becomes a prayer, miracles become natural. And now some of you might be thinking, but I'm a good person. I don't harm anyone. Isn't that enough? And here is the thing, not harming is the baseline, it's neutral. But prayer is generative, it's creative, it adds light to the world. Think about your grandmom. Many of your dadis and nanis never lectured about spirituality, but the way they lived. And that was the teaching. The way they shared food with neighbors, the way they treated every guest like God, and the way they found joy in simple things. They didn't need to say, I'm praying for peace. Their life was the prayer for peace. And now compare that to someone who does elaborate pujas, reads scriptures, attend satsangs, but then gossips viciously, holds grudges for years, treats helpers like they're invisible. So which one is actually praying? Here's a test, a simple one. Throughout your day to day, pause and ask yourself, if my life were my prayer, what am I praying for right now? So let me repeat this. If my life were my prayer, what am I praying for right now? Are you stuck in traffic, cursing everyone around you? You are praying for anger and frustration. Are you scrolling through social media, envying everyone's vacation pictures and perfect lives? You're praying for lacking and dissatisfaction. Are you speaking harshly to your child because you are stressed about work? You're praying for disconnection and guilt. But are you choosing patience when someone tests you? You're praying for peace. Are you expressing genuine appreciation for a meal someone cooked? You're praying for abundance. And are you offering help without being asked? You're praying for love and connection. So life is speaking. The question is, what is it saying? So here's where we make this real, where we take it from concept to experience. I want you to pick one quality, just one. It could be love, peace, gratitude, joy, patience, courage, anything. Whatever your heart needs more of right now. Got it? Good. Now, for the rest of the day, you're going to embody that quality in every single action. Let's say you chose gratitude. So every time you eat, you pause and feel grateful. Every time someone does something for you, even something small, acknowledge it. You notice the privilege of clean water, electricity, a bed to sleep in, little things. You become a walking prayer of gratitude. Or let's say you chose love. So you text someone just to say you're thinking of them. You smile at strangers. You speak to yourself with kindness instead of criticism. And you let love guide every choice. So this isn't a one time thing. This is a practice, a way of life. Because here's the secret: you don't find miracles by asking for them. Let me repeat: you don't find miracles by asking for them. You create miracles by becoming them. So let me leave you with this. Imagine if, at the end of your life, someone played back a recording of your energy, not your words, your energy. The frequency you broadcast through your actions, thoughts, and presence. What would that recording sound like? Would it be a prayer of love, compassion, and joy? Or would it be a prayer of complaint, fear, and judgment? The beautiful thing is, you are writing that recording right now. Every moment is a verse, every choice is a lyric. So tonight, before you go to bed, sit for just 1 minute, close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and ask yourself, if my life were my prayer, what am I praying for right now? And tomorrow, when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you rush into the day, set an intention. Today, I'm going to live as if my life is my prayer, and I'm going to make it beautiful. Let me repeat that. Today, I'm going to live as if my life is my prayer, and I'm going to make it beautiful. Because here is the truth: you're not separate from the divine, you're not disconnected from the universe. You are the prayer, and you are the miracle. And when you start living like it, when every breath becomes devotion, every kindness becomes worship, every moment becomes sacred. And that's when everything changes. You don't need to search for God, you need to become God's expression on earth. So go walk your prayer, breathe your prayer, and live your prayer, and watch the universe respond. So, with that thought, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you.